I'm gonna be honest, I was actually expecting a bigger OTA. Not that this one was small by any means, it wasn't impactful, but I just was expecting a bigger one since it's been so long. And another thing to keep in mind is we do literally have another one next week. They bumped up the next OTA to June 5th, and that's literally a week away. So we'll have to see what's entailed in that one, and then we can kind of look at them as a whole on how it's going to impact the meta. I do kind of want to pat myself on the back. I did kind of call that they're probably going to take some draw from some of the stones in Thanos, but they only took it from one. So we'll see how much that truly impacts the Mad Titan himself, and taking a point from Strange Supreme may deter some people from playing Thanos a little bit, but only time will tell how much of an impact this truly has. I think the Sam Wilson's shield is an interesting change. For me, I think the big thing with the Sam Wilson shield is that changing it to a 0/0 kind of prevents the shield from getting just RNG luck when it comes to locations. Especially, it feels so bad when your opponent just has a lucky placement of the shield. I can't remember the name of it, but the location gives you +1 energy when you're winning it, and the shield is just automatically placed there. Kind of feels bad sometimes. But overall, there are a lot of changes here. I'm not going to go through all of them. Hazmat is an interesting one. I am a little worried about how that's going to affect Affliction, or if Hazmat is just going to be stuck into Surfer now, which is never a bad thing coming from the Surfer player. Sauron's interesting. The fact that he does not remove the abilities of the cards in your hand now, and I think a lot of people were saying it's probably because of the release of Nightmare, I believe, next month. But the big ones. Storm going back down to a 3/2, and of course, we're going to be playing Storm today because she is a 2 cost in the deck we were playing today. Really likes to see 2 costs. And, I mean, Annihilus got changed, Hercules, Electro, Toxie, Doxy, maybe she'll actually see some play now. But the big one that I am super excited about is, of course, our boy Cerebro got another buff. But is it enough? Is it enough to make Cerebro actually meta? And we're going to find out today. We definitely are going to find out today. We're going to play C2. I have not done C2 before. I believe I've done C3 and C5, maybe? But we are going to be doing C2 today. I really honestly wanted to do C3 again because C3 is where my heart is, but never done C2. I'm really excited to play it. I think my main concern still with Cerebro is locations absolutely obliterate him. Locations ruin his day. I mean, anything from Wakanda Embassy to, is it Sewer System? That's -1. So, I mean, you can have things in your deck like we're going to be including Luke Cage today in C2 to help against those negative effects. But you can't do anything with Wakanda Embassy. You just can't. But either way, I'm excited. I'm really, honestly hopeful on how this OTA is going to change the meta. Kind of looking forward to it. I am worried about the whole Storm Legion War Machine kind of still being a thing again. I hated that meta. I really was probably the time that I hated. There's been a lot of times that I've hated metas, and I really don't like Lockdown. As someone that, you know, just generally just kind of throws shade constantly at Clog, Lockdown is falls in the same realm for me. So a little bit concerned on how that's going to work out. But you know what? As all things, we'll see how it works out in time. But either way, let's get in there and let's look at the C2 deck that I put together today. So when I was originally planning my deck for the day, I completely forgot there was an OTA. And when I was streaming for the Golden Gauntlet, I was getting a lot of crap that I have basic borders on a lot of my cards a lot of the time. I just don't have variants, so I don't have the customization unlocked. And usually I hold out until I can completely upgrade a card to split before I actually use any credits or boosters on them. In the deck that I was going to play today was a Nimrod Galactus deck, and I specifically made sure that all of my cards had nice, shiny, unique borders. And then the OTA hit, and I was like, I'm an idiot, I forgot that was today. So we're back. We got some basic borders on a couple of these cards. But this is my deck. I do like Nightcrawler, mainly because you can move him around. I like that mobility of being able to place him somewhere, and especially if you can get Cerebro and Mystique out on the board, he all of a sudden is a 1/8 with move. He is going to be susceptible against Killmonger, who is very prevalent in the meta right now. But if we don't run into Killmonger, I think having a move 1/8 is going to be fantastic. The rest of these cards are, of course, all cards are going to get buffed really well. Lasher, I think, is really going to shine in this deck because especially if you do have Cerebro and Mystique, he becomes a 2/8 that you can then, you know, take 8 points from across the board, and all of a sudden he's a 2/16. So, I mean, that seems like such a strong play coming in from Lasher. Mr. Sinister is, of course, just something to buff up buff up. So, I mean, he himself also would be a 216, which is kind of nuts to think about. Ravonna's here to potentially get out Cerebro and Mystique and Iron Man. Shadow King to help out with any of the other shenanigans that may prevent you from getting the Cerebro buff across the board. The Wakandan Embassy essentially effect, or, you know, if some of your cards do get dropped down for any particular way from things like maybe Hazmat. Of course, we have Cerebro and Mystique. You can't have Cerebro without a Mystique. You kind of want that buff. Brood is also a fantastic inclusion here because he is a ton of power. He essentially, once again, if you have Cerebro and Mystique out there, a 324. That is insane. A 324. Then we got Luke Cage, of course, to protect our precious 2 power. Storm, because she got changed, she's a 3-2 again. Cannot wait to do some shenanigans with her. And of course, Iron Man and Blue Marvel here just to buff up a bunch of stuff. Really excited to get in here. I'm really excited to try out this deck. I think it has enough utility to potentially protect ourselves from, you know, altering our power in any way, shape, or form, and has the potential to throw out a lot of power itself. So let's get in there and let's see if we can get some wins. Mur Island again? I hate you, Mur Island. Never been so disappointed to see Mur Island. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Okay, Los Diablos, thank God. What are we gonna play? Should I do Lasher over here? I'm kind of fine with that. Mobius, why do you gotta be this way, Mobius? Nobody likes you. Is it Storm? I think it's Storm. And then next turn I can Sinister into Cerebro.
Wind, aid my hand.
Ooh. God, I don't know if I trust this. Is this guy running Red Guardian? Could just do that. Then my Cerebro is safe. Then I just gotta hope for Mystique. Oof, okay. Kitty! Okay, now actually his kitty's gone. So we tie that, unless I can get, oh, there we go. There we go. All right, so it's gonna be Mystique into Brood into Lasher. And we hope and pray. You think this guy's got Enchantress? I also need snaps. I need snaps for... I'm a boomer snap this. I've got missions to get snaps. Oh, please don't be Enchantress.
Enchantress.
Oh no, please go right. Please go right. We're good. We're fine. Math. I knew the Enchantress. I should have put, yeah, I was like, maybe he's expecting me to put Mystique right. Nope, we're still fine. Still put out a lot of power there. All right. This could be good or really bad. Ooh, Makari. Even after the nerf, all right. I need to change. Ooh, if I change that next turn, Mirrored Dimension could also change into Flooded. Need to change that now. Oh, Super Flow's unfortunate. Is he going first? He's going first. Mobius again. 3 games with Mobius in a row. Wild.
Wind, aid my hand.
You guys are breaking my heart here. Absolutely breaking my freaking heart. Okay, it's super flow, not flooding. Oh, that's ideal. All right, we're gonna brood. Okay, Captain Marvel. Who is it? It's got to be a buff deck. I was expecting. Ooh. We're gonna Superman over here. Not Superman. Iron Man. It's Superman. We got a Superman over here. All right. Please don't have Killmonger. His own storm. Let's go. I'm here for it.
I am Iron Man.
I'm gonna split these up. He's going first. No, he's this guy. You think this guy's running Goliath? Retreated.
Victory.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. That would have been a pretty huge lane over there. Little Thanos action? All right. All right. Ravonna next turn into probably Sinister on Spider Island. Yep. Little Thanos action. Ooh, Bar Sinister could be absolutely disgusting for us. Please give me Cerebro. What's he got there? Reality? Oh. Sound like having a good time, huh? Oh, no, I don't want that. I don't want Raft. I don't know what it's going to be. Yeah, I don't want that. That's bad news bears for us. That's actually really freaking good for us. So I'm going to... I'm out of Sinister? I may just play out Luke Cage and then I could Sinister. Yeah. Turn 5 after I can Sinister on this. That checks out. Actually, I'm still going with I want a Sinister over here. Need, oh my goodness. Need Cerebro. Maybe I just Blue Marvel. Okay.
All systems go.
Not ideal for us. Who needs Cerebro? He got the Mobius over there. That's a bummer.
I am Iron Man.
Probably should have. I'm a dummy. I should have Nightcrawler here and Iron Man over there.
Victory.
Or I can do basic math. Oh man, I'm an idiot. Nothing to see here, folks. Oh my gosh. Love to see Los Diablos is my new favorite location. My just absolute new most favorite location. See you, Shang. Ooh, Feast though is just okay for us. Do I get anything out of an extra energy next turn? We really don't. Damn, you think this guy's Affliction? Or you think he's Cerebro? Let's go ahead and let's storm this. Next turn we will Lasher into Mr. Sinister on it.
Wind, aid my hand.
He's Affliction. That worries me that he's probably running Rogue or something to ruin my day with that. I don't like that. Do I just blue marble? Don't like the Lasher play. It's fine. Let's just do that. I just wish that I had something else to play here. Because I'll want Cerebro next turn. Maybe it is. Cerebro's going to be 2 cost if I pull him. Maybe it just is Blue Marvel. Come on. Oh, there he is. Okay, Cerebro, Mystique into Mr. Sinister. If he's got Rogue or something, I'm in trouble. Anti-Venom. And Zabu. He in fact did not. Got really freaking lucky. Unless, I swear to God, if there's a Rogue or something underneath that Malekith. Oh, that's going to be extremely detrimental. Grandmaster. Oh no, he's getting another run at it. We're good. We are absolutely good.
Victory.
Strange Academy is not terrible. That could be worse. Like I said. Could be worse. I need Luke Cage or Storm. My likelihood of...
Opponent snapped.
Wow, okay. Got an aggressive snapper here. Okay, that, I mean, that's just not what I need. Really just not what I need. Is it just Brood and hope that I get Storm or Luke Cage? He got his own Luke Cage, okay. And then I'm going to... Lasher does not do anything now. Mr. Sinister into... Oh, God Is it Cerebro? I don't think it is. I want to hold out on the Cerebro for... I don't necessarily want to Iron Man there either if he goes mid.
I am Iron Man.
All right. Oh my gosh, seriously, he got his... All right, I think he's just gonna beat me. I can't get Cerebro and Mystique in my starting hand if my life depending on it. There's Storm though, so that's a plus. And let's Storm into my own and hope and pray that I get Mystique. Professor X is an interesting call. Oh god, that is not it. We tie it then. We tie there and just hope that I win this, and then I can Nightcrawler over there. I don't know. Maybe I Nightcrawler over here and I Blue Marvel over here. Wonder what he's rocking. He went all left, which is not a good sign for me. Probably gonna overpower me on everything. Oh, 32. Jesus, nope. Actually,
Victory.
we pulled it off. Oh man, that was a good one. That was a good one. If I would have had my Mystique, oh, that would have been so good. That would have been so good. I've always been a huge fan of Cerebro, but God, sometimes it feels like not only are you playing against your opponent, but you're playing against the locations as well. And that just feels bad to a point that no other deck really has to deal with. I will say having Storm and Luke Cage in here does help that out a lot. But there are locations you just can't do anything against. I mean, there was the one, I played one match, I probably won't include it, maybe I will, where Mur Island was out there, and me being a dummy forgot Mur Island still procced at the end of the game, and I was like, oh, I'll just play Shadow King and I'll be fine. And then Shadow King stole. That 1 point, it took 1 point, became three power, and all of a sudden the rest of my board didn't get a buff anymore, and I lost for that. I literally lost because of that reason. I could have played him anywhere else instead of trying to do something funny on Mur Island. But I love this deck. It's so strong. It feels really good. I'm only, about 10 games in, and I'm rocking a 60% win rate right now. But matches that I did lose, all of them felt so close, but I did have some wins that were also by the skin of my teeth as well. But it's so much fun. I love this deck. It's so good. Didn't even get an opportunity to do some wild and wacky things with Lasher, which is kind of disappointing. I think the only time I did get him out and he was big was against someone that had Luke Cage. And I think that happened a couple of times where I had Lasher in hand, but they had Luke Cage, and so he unfortunately didn't have use then. But overall, this deck can put out so much power. I will say the one thing that is unfortunate is if they do Enchantress your Blue Marvel, he's also going to steal the buff from Cerebro, and that feels bad. Overall, Blue Marvel does feel really good to get some extra power across the board, but if they do, you can just shut this whole deck down by Enchantressing Blue Marvel on the last turn, which that was unfortunate. But overall, even though this thing does have a bunch of glaring flaws that's easy to stop, it's so much fun. It is. When everything goes right, it feels so good. I mean, being able to play Storm into a Brood, you're going to win that lane. You just are. There's no way that they're going to be able to put anything comparable to 32 power in a lane after you Storm it. So overall, love this deck. So good. Had so much fun with it. But let me know your thoughts on Cerebro, on the OTA. Was there anything you were expecting more? Were you disappointed with the nerf to Thanos? Was there anything that you missed that you kind of was hoping was going to be in this OTA? And overall, yeah, just let me know what your thoughts on it were. Other than that, I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did. Hit that subscribe button to see more of my content, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. See you later.